Welcome back. 8:15 now. State Representative Anna Eskamani wants to be the next mayor of Orlando, and she has filed the paperwork to run for office in 2027. Mayor Buddy Dyer just won his 7th term last year. He is the city's longest running mayor with 21 years on the job, but he said that term, the one he's in right now, will be his last. He is ready to move on. Anna Eskamani joining us live this morning to talk more about this. First of all, great to see you. How are you?
I'm doing great, Amy. It's great to see you, too.
So congratulations. This is a big step in your political career. Tell us why you decided that you want to be the mayor of Orlando.
Well, it's incredibly humbling to even have the opportunity to represent my hometown in City Hall. So many folks know that I was elected to serve the legislature back in 2018, and I'm approaching term limits for my service in 2026. And as I looked at the landscape here in Central Florida, I realized that 2027 is going to be a pivotal moment. As you might know, Mayor Buddy Dyer, after 25 plus years of public service, will be retiring. And it's really important that the next chapter of Orlando is one that is people-centered, that addresses some of our everyday challenges, from housing affordability to public safety and transportation. And with the work I've done in Tallahassee and just my ability to find common ground while also being creative in our solutions makes me the perfect fit for the job.
Anna, what is the advantage of getting your name out there early and getting the public sort of, accustomed to the idea of you being a candidate?
Well, honestly, Amy, I think a lot of folks are just so used to having elections every 2 years, and this one's kind of an odd one. It's 2027. So for me, it's also about elevating that reminder proactively, because turnout historically has been very low in 2027 and these off-year elections. I also want time to get to know our community. I've served Orlando for 6 years now, but there's parts of the city that I don't serve currently. And I want to knock on those doors. I want to talk to residents about what they want to see in the future. And we actually have on our website a survey called Orlando's Future Survey. So everyday people can actually help build our platform versus us assuming what their needs are.
Well, you bring up a good point, because I'm sure you, growing up in the city of Orlando and having lived here a long time, there are things that you would like to see or changes you would like to make. And, obviously we've seen some issues with downtown Orlando in recent years and trying to fix some of the things that have created problems. What is your vision?
Well, it's such a great point that you bring up downtown, because we've actually already heard from many different business owners, because I do think we have to prioritize public safety, but we must do so without crushing our small businesses. The same thing can be said for outdated infrastructure. Everywhere in Orlando, there is traffic and there are construction projects that are not just impacting our quality of life, but also impacting our small businesses. So my vision is one that is people-centered, one that does not just accept the status quo, but instead challenges it. And that's why I advocate for changes to the TDT, so we can spend those public dollars on infrastructure projects. Instead of giving incentives to big corporations, let's give those dollars back to our community members and our small businesses. And so really providing a perspective that isn't just visitor-centric, but it's also resident-focused.
Do you have a wish list for the city of Orlando, things that you would like to see, things that you think would make our city maybe more competitive on a national level?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, without a doubt, it's going to be affordable housing and public transportation. When Orlando tries to compete for some of these national opportunities to bring different sporting events to our town, we often don't make that final cut for some of the really top ticket items. And it's mostly due to infrastructure. When visitors are coming, they're looking for buses, for trains, for ways to get to and from the theme parks to downtown, and we don't have that infrastructure. But it doesn't just impact, of course, visitors. That impacts our daily life as well. And as more young people move back to Orlando to call this community home, we have to evolve to meet those diverse needs. And a part of that's going to be those infrastructure improvements.
All right. Well, we certainly appreciate you taking the time to be with us, talk to our viewers this morning. State Representative in Orlando, mayoral candidate Anna Eskamani. Thanks, Anna. Good to see you.
You too. Happy holidays.
You too. Take care.